Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, publisher and editor at Pro Football Weekly, and it is our great pleasure to have a special guest in the Pro Football Weekly studios. He is the Hall of Fame coach of the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs, Marv Levy. And Marv, thank you so much for coming in. And we're, as we tape, about 24 hours away from kickoff. The Saints and the Packers, another exciting NFL season. I know you're not on top of it quite as much as you were when you were coaching, but you're still a huge fan. I look at the Green Bay Packers and I see a team that has repeat all over it, and yet it is so hard to even get back to a Super Bowl. You did it 3 times. Tell our viewers how hard it really is to make that championship run year in and year out.
Think about it, Hub. 32 highly talented teams hungering to go there, preparing to go. They fight their way into the playoffs. 12 teams finally make the playoffs. 11 of them finish their season with a loss. And what do? Do you just cave in and lie there in the fetal position? Or do you have the resilience it takes to pick it back up and say, I'm going to fight my way back in there again? That's how hard it is.
Well, and a great deal of your success in Buffalo, the 4 straight trips to the Super Bowl, is you had a Hall of Fame quarterback in Jim Kelly. So we look at the Packers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has punched his ticket to Canton yet, but he's certainly playing like one right now.
Playing magnificently. University of Cal guy. I once coached at Cal back in the previous millennium. But I do see, like you, the Packers as being a team, a real factor with a great chance to get back into that Super Bowl.
Now, another team that a lot of folks are high on is a club that you knew very well in your day, the New England Patriots, another AFC East team. And again, you start with the Hall of Fame quarterback, but also, and this guy I will give a lockdown Hall of Fame bid to, Bill Belichick, the coach. They seem to have all the key spots filled there.
They do. They made some great moves in the offseason. I'm very impressed by the organization, starting with their owner, Robert Kraft, who I think is an outstanding individual. So that'd be a pretty good matchup in the Super Bowl, but I'm not making predictions is easy. Being right, that's the hard part. You
know, Marv, you're of course best known for your days in Buffalo, but worked in Kansas City as well, and it was a Belichick disciple, Scott Pioli, who got that team turned last year, a 10-game winner. Are they a team that figures to take another step forward, or when they make these worst-to-first runs, that then take a year to settle down and really, figure out what it takes to do it regularly?
Well, I see them heading in the right direction, and Scott Pioli is a fine general manager. I was aware of that when he was with the Patriots, so it's a plus for them. Yeah. Keep your eye on the Chiefs.
One more question for you, Marv. This whole worst-to-first concept, and I think it's what people love even more and more about the NFL, that in any given Sunday and any given year, and yet it's become a regular factor now. Every year, 1 or 2 teams are going to go from last place to first place. That never used to happen. Why do you think that's changed?
Oh, I know why it happens. When the league changed over to free agency, players can move to another team. If you're down, you can make some bold moves. Usually you have a lot of salary room cap to do it. Before that took place, the strong teams remained strong, and the teams that weren't struggled much more to try and get that done.
Well, I guess the Hall of Fame career man who knows his football, free agency in '93. Since '97, there's been at least 1 team every year to go from worst to first. Obviously a huge impact. Marv, thank you so much for being with us. Please check back with us regularly right here at ProFootballWeekly.com 24/7 for more with Marv Levy and other folks from around the NFL.